Hi, I'm Beroko. Welcome back to my channel. At the end of each year, one of the things I do is create a calendar for the following year. As you can see, it's a unique calendar. You can insert landscape cards into these spaces and customize the landscape for each month. Today, I'd like to show you how it's made. There are 6 landscape cards, each with 2 designs on the front and back, for a total of 12 designs. You can arrange them in any way you like. First, prepare A4 size sticker paper and print the 12 different images that you've drawn. Next, cut this into postcard size pieces based on the Japanese postcard size. The list of sizes for all the parts is available in the link below if you're interested. After that, paste this onto postcard-sized canned paper. I use pre-cut canned paper which is sold at stationery stores. Next, round the corners off. Once all the corners have been rounded, the next step is to cut out the insides along the shapes of the illustrations. After all the cuts are made, add some glitter glue and a few spots for accent. These few sparkles can make the font look much more vibrant. Then the next step is to create a structure inside the calendar. Prepare 4 sheets of paperboard of the same size and hollow out the inside of 2 of them. To make this a bit more stylish, I'm going to add an embossing effect. This process is only optional, so you can skip it. This embosser is the one I purchased about 10 years ago. I designed the embossed part myself, so I love it. The handle originally had rubber, but it kind of came off. You can create cute embossed pattern like this. Here are the drawing papers cut to size. Since they'll be folded into envelopes, I lightly crease them to make holding easier. Be careful not to cut through the paper. I use a cutter, but a dried out ballpoint pen works just as well. This will form the barrels on both sides. Now let's make the central one. Use paper that is slightly stiffer than standard copy paper. After lightly greasing it, fold it into a blouse. Following the same steps, create a bottom blouse from drawing paper and make the parts of the space partitions from paperboard. Now that all the parts are ready, it's time to assemble them. Then attach the parts using tape. I use this binding tape. This is originally used for binding contract documents. In Japan, when contracts are signed, there is a tradition of stamping across these parts to prevent forgery or fraud, so the tape is made from paper that easily absorbs ink. The reason I like this particular model of binding tape is because it has strong adhesive power and the surface is made of aluminum, which allows it to fold tightly. I recommend choosing tape that is strong but can be repositioned easily, as you might need to adjust the placement slightly after applying it. I've been cutting the width of the binding tape in half and folding it before using it, but I will prepare shorter pieces and use them to attach the partitions. Now the inside structure is complete. Finally, let's make the cover of the calendar. I copied the illustration I drew for the cover using a large copy machine at a convenience store. Now I'll glue the chipboard pieces to it. After that, attach the structure inside it. Again, add a little glitter glue. Now print out the calendar, set everything in the place, and it's done. It takes a bit of work to make, but it's fun to make if you're interested. I printed the illustrations on the sticker paper and then pasted them on canned paper, but if you want to make one for yourself, you may as well draw directly on canned paper. In that case, I think it's better to cut the inside first and then draw the picture because it's difficult to match the shape of the illustration on the front and back. Well, thanks again for watching the video today. Have a great new year! 良いお年を!